Doors were pretty much done. You know, Ray wanted to try something else at that by that time. We had done 2 albums as the Doors without Jim, and so we decided to go. Let's everybody go to England and we'll find a singer, maybe. You know. Well, that didn't work out. So John and I were left over there in England, and we decided to form another band. So we met this guy, Jess Roden, and we formed a band called the Butts Band. Don't ask me why, but that was a pretty weird name. Anyway, he knew Phil Chen, and he invited him to come and you know play with us. And Phil dug the stuff we were doing, and he joined the band. So now we decided to record half of the album in England and half of it in Jamaica. And Phil loved that because he hadn't seen his dad for years, you know, and he loved the idea of going back to Jamaica and one last time at least, you know. And so after that, we all came back to LA, and we tried to get this band going, the Butts Band, and just never got off the ground. The album came out, but didn't really do well enough to get enough gigs, you know. So, but I kept in touch with Phil all the next 30, 40 years, and he ended up playing with Ray Manzarek and I back in 2000 when we got the Doors back together to play the Doors music. And Phil was just a great guy, you know. Everybody loved him, and we still talk about him all the time. Anyway, he played on Blow by Blow album with Jeff Beck. That was in the early 70s. And he played on Freeway Jam. So when Jeff Beck died, Ed and I and the other guys decided, hey, let's do Freeway Jam, and we'll dedicate it to those guys, you know.
Amazing. Great version. And I'm happy, you know, you keep Phil's spirit alive. I got to know Phil a little through your events that you would do in Thousand Oaks. I would see him every year, and he's always just wonderful. I could hear his voice, just such a wonderful man. So
Yeah,
I love that
yeah,
spirit.
that Jamaican accent that he never lost, you know.
Yeah, so
And
cool.
he was really a funny guy too. He always gave people nicknames.
What was your nickname?
My nickname was the Worm.
The Worm.
The
Nice.
Worm. It's a long story, but I guess I'll tell it to you real quick.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
When we were getting the Butts Band off the ground, we were going to be on Elektra Records, and all of a sudden, um, Elektra got bought by Warner's, and God, who was that guy? The shit, I can't remember his name. That's
Is a musician?
no, he was the president of Elektra.
That Joe Smith?
No, it was after Joe Smith was gone. Shit, everybody knows this guy. Oh, God. He's a real annoying person. He's like, anyway, the guy, you know, he says, okay, we recorded the whole album, right, in Jamaica and in London, and Bruce Botnick had engineered it and produced it with us, and we really liked it, you know. So we had a meeting with this guy. I'll remember his name in a minute. And he says, well, you know, this is good, but I think you should recut the album. And I must have had this horrible look on my face at that point. And he goes, wow, you look like you just swallowed a worm or something. I said, you're right. I said, I don't want any part of that, even though, he was going to get us this great producer and stuff. But, we'd already done the damn thing and we liked it, didn't want to redo it.
Right.
So, so Phil, I told Phil about that and he said, okay, you're the worm now.
Would he call you that throughout the next 35, 40 years of
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
love it.
exactly. And then he even called my son Wormsy. Waylon is our little worm, little worm.